Braga.
Braga.
What's his wife's name?
Kathy Braga.
Thanks.
Mary Jane is the mother. I used to talk to her. She's like 85 and she's still.
Oh, she's still there.
Braga.
What's his wife's?
Hey, 1 second. Who's on Facebook? I mean, Zoom.
No one, no.
No one.
Yep, so we're good to go.
Is it Tim? Is Tim?
He's coaching.
Tim coaching?
Tim Hotmacher's coaching.
Mr. Superintendent, yes, fine, I said.
This thing.
All in favor? I'd like to call a meeting of the Newington Parks and Recreation, Tuesday, May 21st at 6:02. Roll call.
Carol Annis. Here. Billy de Blasio.
Here.
Tricia Feeney.
Here.
Eileen Francolino.
Here.
Tim Hutt Wagner. Bill Knowlton.
Here.
Ed Martian.
Here.
Nicole Payne. Diana Sarah.
Here.
Don Woods.
Here.
And for liaisons, we have AJ Tiniakos is with us. And Hadil is here for rec supervisor. Mr. Chairman, you have the quorum.
Thank you. We stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag.
One nation. Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Did everybody have a chance to look at the minutes and if there are any questions? Hearing none, can I have a motion to approve?
To approve the minutes of April 16, 2024.
Second.
Any discussion? No? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Any public participation?
I have an email that came in from Mike Phelps this afternoon. He had asked if I could read it at the meeting. Hi, Mike Phelps, 108 Tremont Street, Newington. I apologize for not being able to attend in person tonight. I'm currently coaching a game at Weathersfield. I wanted to take a few minutes and thank the grounds crew for their great work maintaining all the fields through another semi-wet spring. The new grading machine has definitely made improvements to Memorial Field. It's not as hard as it was previously, and laser grading and additional fill seems to have changed much of the water flow. We've also had great success incorporating interpreters to help assist the young deaf girl and her parents. We are able to provide an interpreter at both practices and games. She really seems to be enjoying herself and the sport. Her parents asked about other youth programs in town as they recently moved, and I explained some of the highlights of our town's great parks and recreation programs along with the recent program guide. I would like to personally thank Bill for his advice and guidance with incorporating this family into youth sports. He has been a tremendous help. Lastly, I've received several compliments on the safety netting setup and have seen it catch a few foul balls from legends during games. Thanks, Mike Phelps, Vice President of Softball, Newington Little League.
Okay, very nice. Yep. There's a couple of correspondence. Anyone read them or have any comments about them? One from Newington High School and one from Newington Transition Academy. Bill, the monthly reports and tree warden, anybody have anything on that, or you have anything special on that?
No, pretty self-explanatory, but I'll answer any questions,
I have a question, I'm sorry.
except that one. No.
I don't know who was in your monthly report, but an email came today about changes in prices at the cemetery.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know what some of those words mean. They were, Columbarium, what the hell?
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
the
Yeah, that's Nick.
It's like
That's the
drawers
Yeah.
above ground.
It's
Mausoleum.
It's for cremains.
It's like a post office box.
Yeah, it's for cremains.
So why does it cost so much to open the door, put somebody in, lock it up, and he's good to go? I don't understand.
Was it like?
Well, it's kind of like the penthouse.
Oh, God, we didn't know.
Yeah, you're more expensive, you're drier,
Yeah.
and, you have a view of the whole cemetery.
Oh, silly me, okay. And I didn't. I should do. I didn't see in that list, like, a price for, like, a regular burial plot going up.
Going up, you mean to buy
So it
Yeah.
would be, the price would be, grave space for an upright monument or a grave space for a flush marker.
Okay, and what does that, is that like a double decker versus side by side, or like what?
There's sections of a cemetery that you can only have flat, stones,
Yeah,
and there's sections that you can have upright monuments,
uh-huh.
so that's the difference.
But is there a difference between if you buy one that's too deep versus one?
No, and I can tell you this because I made the phone call last week for my father. It's $1,900 to get a plot.
Yeah.
And then it's an $1,100 to open the grave. Now you could do a double decker for 1,900, which is better than getting two $1,200 plots elsewhere. So that's kind of nice. You save a little bit of money there. But the opening of the grave fee, or same thing with the cremation, it's almost like an industry charge. And it's how they break it up. It's almost like when you get your car, you have a destination charge. You know you're gonna have to pay it. It's just part of the overall cost.
Okay.
And also the veteran
Destination charge,
section.
I like.
If you're a veteran, there's
Yeah.
better deals.
Yes.
But our compared to a lot of surrounding cemeteries, we're still good.
Yeah,
We're really good because I deal with it.
Change that. I usually be on the updated one.
There's one more section, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
So that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
and
Yeah, unless they tear up parks for us though.
We can take somebody's house.
Yes.
there you go. That'd be nice.
We can take his house.
Yes. maybe they'll make-
The last 2 years are gonna be rough.
Okay, anybody else got anything else on that? Everybody knows about the cemetery. Eileen, you got the, I buy one myself for the view, but I already bought a lousy double decker.
No, that's fine.
Is there a window?
Remember,
No,
I just,
Not like down south in the islands?
no, it's right here in sunny Newington.
Oh, I got a tidbit for you though. Fun fact, whoever passes away first
It's the bottom.
gets the bottom bunk.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Gets
yeah.
the bottom bunk.
Can you pay to have that reversed?
I don't think so.
You can know,
Oh, there's probably.
you could be distant tuned.
Yes,
You could be distant tuned and flipped around.
There you go.
Because they'll tell you before you go on the ground, oh yeah, you get what you want, but then your wife might say, no, put it back, because I want to be on.
But yeah, you can distant tune.
For an additional.
it's very expensive though.
675.
More than that.
Well, you can see you guys are more than St. Mary's Cemetery.
Yeah. We don't encourage disinterments. It's tough.
I want.
Well, you have to get a funeral. It's like, yeah, I know, it's tough. You do, I can.
And it all depends on how the wet sections.
How old is-
Someday I'll tell you stories about the cemetery.
And how old the.
Well, there's no old business. We do have a lot of new business.
We do have something we wanted to add, Mr. Chairman.
We have a motion for it.
We-
Oh, I thought you did.
Oh, no, sorry.
That's okay. So we need a motion to appoint two members of the Parks Board to a new committee to be formed for the Mill Pond pool construction or building committee. So
One has to be an R, one a D.
one has to be a Democrat, one has to be Republican. So can somebody make that motion?
Just nominate
We have-
one of each.
We have to
individual.
move it into new business, right?
First, you're gonna add it to the agenda.
Yep.
And you need a 2/3 vote for that.
Can I do that?
You can call for that.
Okay. So, but someone else has to make the motion, right?
It'd be nice.
Okay, so someone can make a motion to add appointing of two members, one Republican, one Democrat to the new committee that's being formed for Mill Pond Pool.
What do you say?
Motion.
Okay, and then
Second.
second by Billy.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No.
Thank you.
So do you want to do it first or,
Yeah.
So, at this point, I would like to make a nomination. No, can I do it or does it have to be somebody else?
I think you can.
Okay. I would like to make a nomination to appoint Eileen Francolino as the Democratic appointee and Carol Annis as the Republican appointee to the new committee.
Second. Both.
Both. Okay. All in favor?
I,
Opposed? You got it. So congratulations.
All right.
I hope you're successful.
You're right,
Yeah.
yeah, gonna do it, one way or another.
We have 2 shovels. Did you tell them they can start digging?
Yeah.
Are they gold plated?
No, no.
we have our shovels from the
No, they had
town
to cut
hall.
the budget down, you know?
We have shovels from the town hall we can
Yeah,
use.
they were.
Yeah.
Oh.
We buy life jacket for
But
that.
it's been 7 years. so we're all rusted.
Gold melted off.
That's it.
Depends where they start digging.
They
if
got a
they
little
need
garden
life
shovel
jackets.
now.
Wanna leave it up?
Yes.
Wanna leave it up?
Yeah, we have one, if we could add, the motion should be something like this, to add an agenda item of Bonavita, agreement for sponsorship for these special events.
Motion of what you just said.
Yeah.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
That just happened about an hour ago.
Very generous.
Oh my gosh, just so for those of you who don't know, we just made a deal of $7,000 cash for Bonavita Luxury Labs to sponsor all 6 events as the premier and presenting sponsor for fireworks. So, it's wonderful. He was one of our award winners last year and we couldn't be more thrilled and supportive of us. He remembers, how good Newington was to him in the beginning. So very nice. Heard a nice phone conversation today.
So would we do that motion as well, next? or-
Yeah, we did it. So we did it. So now it's added. And now we're gonna vote on it.
Okay, so we need a motion.
Did we pass it out to everyone?
Yep.
Need a motion to approve Bonavita sponsorship for the following programs. Extravaganza, all 6 programs, all 6 summer programs.
Make a motion that we accept, Bonavita Luxury Labs most generous, donation of $7,000 for, sponsorship of our summer events.
And if you wouldn't
Summer
mind,
events.
if you wouldn't mind too, I mean, consider putting in and presenting fireworks.
Oh, I'm presenting fireworks. Okay.
So is there a second? Oh, second. Okay, any discussions or anything? Everybody's good with it? Very generous. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Bill, Cedar Ridge, construction sponsorship agreement.
Yep, so this meeting, we usually try to bring as many sponsorships as possible, whatever we have in the works for your consideration and approval, kind of a blessing. So that's basically it. I think we handed it out to you. I can't remember, is it $2,500?
$2,500.
Yeah. 25 off the top of my head. Mark's Lefkoe Jr. Just a fabulous guy. He's into Parks and Recreation. One of his children graduated from our preschool and one is in the preschool. So him and his wife and his family go to almost everything we do. So he's very, very supportive. And he's also the guy that built the pickleball court up at Eagle Park and he did the basketball court at Candlewood Park. And he does other work like police department work and handicap accessible stuff for the engineering department. Nice guy.
Okay, so Bill, you want to read the motion?
Sure. Make a motion to accept the $2,500 public-private partnership agreement with Cedar Ridge Construction to sponsor the Creative Playtime Preschool Fun Zone and the band stage sponsorship for the following special events at Mill Pond Park, Newington Goes Country on June 13th, 2024, and Food Truck Friday on June 14th, 2024.
Second.
Eileen, second. Any discussion about this? Everybody happy with it? That's, again, another generous local sponsor. Yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next is Happy Harry's Wine Liquor Warehouse sponsorship agreement for June special events.
Another just phenomenal donation, sponsorship, Kamal Patel. We met with him several times and he's basically, I mean, the basic premise is he's willing to donate $7,000 worth of beer, wine and cocktails. So, it's gonna put us in a position of pure profit. If we get volunteers like you to serve it, we get him to provide the product and we sell everything for $6. It doesn't take a rocket scientist in math to figure out it's a great thing to raise money for the fireworks. So,
How is that gonna work? Because you're saying no more draft beer.
right,
So you actually get a whole can?
Yeah.
Or,
we
Really?
pop it and then we give them the can.
Also,
And there's no waste, no foam, no nothing.
Oh, we have to worry about pumping.
okay,
It
so.
eliminates some problems.
How much tail lines?
Yeah, no more. Yeah.
Is this the one?
No.
Make a motion to accept the public-private partnership agreement with Happy Harry Wine and Liquor Warehouse as presented for the following special events at Mill Pond, Newington, Coast Country, June 13th, 2024, and Food Truck Friday on June 14th, 2024.
There a second?
Second.
Bill? Any comments?
I just want to add one other thing that's kind of interesting, I think you'll find fascinating. The craft beer and cocktail tasting night, Fridays from 6 to 8. Kamal is committed to making it, instead of 300 people, he wants 500 people there. And when he opened his mouth, he took 100 tickets to sell at his store himself.
Oh, wow.
And he's making his salesmen from all over the state buy them. So it's really something. This guy has a passion to make this event really something special. He's also going out on his own and calling all the local craft beer makers and saying, I need 3 cases for free for Newington. And to give you a benefit, I'll sell your beer in my store if you want, if that helps you. So he's got a little more leverage than I did trying to get donations.
Wow.
So, yeah, he's really stepping up to the plate.
Does he just have the one store?
I believe so. I think there's other Happy Harrys, but he owns or manages this one.
Oh, it's like a franchise?
I think it's his uncle, is what he told me.
You think so?
Yeah, that's what
He's never said that to me. I don't know the relationship exactly.
he's kind of told me he's taking over it.
Yeah, okay.
He's doing a good job.
Oh, yeah,
Some improvements at the store too on top of all this.
yeah. It's unbelievable.
I think we should hit up the Cub Scouts or somebody, Boy Scouts to, collect cans. You know, somebody could make some money.
Yeah, 10 cents.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
that's it.
can.
Well, nothing against the Boy Scouts, but I already have a plan.
Yeah, you're not money.
Go figure, right?
We're gonna need recycling.
We bought 10 or 12 boxes that are made for recycling.
Yeah.
And then Happy Harry's is providing these white trash liners with a black line on the top of it.
Yeah.
So you fill the cans up and as soon as it hits the black line, you tie it, you throw it in our truck, and Happy Harry's is gonna give us $30 a bag.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's even better.
Yeah.
Just the future, ask them what it would be to get wine and like, they have like canned wines and stuff.
Cans, okay.
Only because sometimes it's a pain
To open those
the
boxes.
boxes.
Yeah, they are.
And people are waiting while you're trying to pour it and.
I know they have the little bottles with the screw top.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen
Can't do
canned
glass.
No, you can't do
We're
glass.
not doing glass.
But they do have
Just-
cans.
Just something to.
Yeah, yeah,
back in
I'll
your
ask.
mind,
Yeah.
because it is a pain. Wine.
We have some premier pourers here.
Especially when you got your
Those days are
name
gone,
printed.
So the motion has been seconded, and at this point, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. All right, next is sports construction sponsorship agreement.
This is Kenny Caput, he's on sports construction and he's been putting up some of those signs for scoreboard signs. And he's, I think, what was this, $1,200 to sponsor the bull riding? So we're gonna get that inflatable bull riding thing for Newington Coast Country. And Sam found a place to rent it from again, like we did last year. And the sports construction will pay for it, so it's a great deal.
Carol, you want to read the motion?
To accept a $12,000 public-private partnership agreement with Sports Construction to sponsor the mechanical bull at the Newington Bills Country Special Event on June 13th, 2020.
Second.
Second by Leanna. Any other discussions? Good. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Shocker. Let's see, next. Church of Christ Congregational Sponsorship Agreement. Sorry about the church and state,
Yeah, and you have to separate that, I guess, nowadays.
$1,000 bill.
Yeah, $1,000 for ice cream sundaes on Wednesday, and we've done this for almost I think, all 9 years. And Melanie Enfield, greatest minister around, and just has been cooperative. And they bring about 20 volunteers. We set up about 20 different toppings. They scoop it on, and I think it's like 175 or 200 ice creams that go, and everyone gets one. The first 200 get it for free. So it's a nice event, and it's good. It opens up our Life Being Extravaganza on Wednesday night.
So is there a second? Or did they make a motion? Who wants to read the motion? Yeah, no.
Hi, motion to accept $1,000 public-private partnership agreement with Church of Christ Congregational to sponsor the Sundays on Wednesday ice cream social event at Mill Pond Park on Wednesday, July 17, 2024, during the Life Being Extravaganza.
Who was that?
Second by Bill.
No. Any discussions? Very generous arrangement for the town and us. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Just a note on these sponsorships, you guys agreed to the Catholic Parish. I don't know. He came in the next day and wrote a check for $5,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's the real deal too. And Holy Spirit and St. Mary's are each gonna get a check, or not each. They're gonna get a check for 5,000 and they share that because it's the same church.
Mhm.
And there's a chance that if we sell more tickets those 4 days, that we might get even, he might throw us even more for the scholarships for summer camp. Yeah, so making good friends.
B&M Tree Service Sponsorship Agreement. $1,500.
Yep, so Joe Braga opened up 2 new places, so he's got B&M Tree, he's got a landscaping and a power company now. And he- Pardon me? Year round power, year
Oh,
round.
you just go over that?
Yeah.
And he gave $1,500 for each business to sponsor. Sam and I separated what he would sponsor and what we'd put their names on. But again, that's $4,500 sponsorship that we're very appreciative to Kathy and Joe Braga. You know, they're big supporters of Newington and a past Building Strong Community Award winner. So very nice.
Phil, you want to read the motion?
Sure, I move to accept $1,500 public-private partnership agreement with B&M. Sponsor interactive clown toss game at the Life Being Extravaganza, Wednesday, July 17th through Saturday, July 20th, 2024 at Mill Pond Park.
Any discussion on this? Are we good? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. So this one, Bill, is year-round our sponsorship agreement. $1,500. I'm doing both together, so we gotta do them separately.
You could.
Why don't we?
One's year-round landscape, and one's year-round.
So who wants to read year-round landscape sponsorship?
I got it. Motion to accept the 1,500 public-private partnership agreement with year-round landscape to sponsor the interactive monster mural at the Life Being Extravaganza on Wednesday, July 17th through Saturday, July 20th, 2024 at Mill Pond Park.
Second. Any motion is seconded, any discussions? No? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Who wants to read the year-round power?
I make a motion to accept a $1,500 public-private partnership agreement with Year-Round Power Equipment to sponsor interactive chicken flinger game.
See that in the back.
Might be an extravaganza on Wednesday, July 17th through Saturday, July 20th at Mill Pond Park.
Second.
Second. Any discussion?
Is this similar to the elephant tug of war?
No, it's not. Chicken flinger is you kick this seesaw and the chicken flies into the.
It's in the target.
So
It's a rubber chicken.
chicken.
Oh, I thought you wanted. It'd be right next to the beer booth.
So you used to do that between UConn games at Mohegan Sun.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had a chicken,
They had a chicken flinger
player game going on
like years ago,
during that.
like 5-6 years ago. We're like looking at it all, what?
What's going on?
That's an appropriate sound. So where are we? Anybody second it?
Somebody even.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah.
Island did, okay, we're on. All right, so discussion, I think we already did that. All in favor?
Do it with a close.
Motion passes. Okay, installation of the Conex storage box at Club Lemire Recreational Complex.
You know, this came in the last minute with, I think we just got the email today, so from, Mike Gatos, he's was the principal at Patterson, I believe he's going to the high school. And, but they need more storage room, and the lacrosse goals and equipment are getting kind of worn out from the weather as well as vandalized. So I'm in full support of them buying a Conex box, and we'll do the stone base, put it in there way in the back next to their existing one. They'll put 15 goals in there, and they're also on top of it gonna buy goal transporters, and you stick them on and it rolls over the plastic grass so that it doesn't slice the grass when the kids are dragging the lacrosse goals across the plastic field.
Okay, good to it, moderation. Make a motion to approve the installation of the new Connex storage box for youth and high school lacrosse at Columbia Recreational Complex.
Second,
You're on. Where's it gonna go though?
Kind of where we were, way in the back, there's a Conex box,
Behind like where the restrooms were?
yeah. Kind of out of the way, actually.
we're not gonna get any grief from,
I don't think you can see it.
And it's kind of hidden, it's like a
Yes.
lot of trees in
well,
there.
you know how some,
Yeah, you'd really have to go looking for this thing.
Ah,
So seconded, who was seconded it? Carol?
I did.
Okay. All in favor?
I,
Opposed? Done. Motion passes.
Thank you. They will be happy. I believe Mike's trying to step out of lacrosse presidency after all these years, so he wants everything lined up nicely before he leaves.
Tethered hot air balloon rise at Mill Pond Park, Friday, July 19th, 2024.
Yep, there's a thing in the charter that this board has exclusive permission to give or grant permission for aerial displays in the park system, so that's why I bring this to you. But it's also kind of a sponsorship because everything is free from Remax. They sponsor the hot air balloon. I think it's valued at over $5,000. And we charge, I think, $25 off the top of my head. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
25 every 4 groups of 4 people get on it, we get $100. And so we collect all the money and we get to keep it to go towards fireworks. It's really a good deal for us. And it's a nice visual to see a giant hot balloon.
If it goes.
If it
yeah,
goes.
it's not too windy.
Yeah, less than 8 miles an hour of wind.
Yeah. Carol, you want to read the motion?
Sure. To approve tethered hot air balloon rides at the Life Be In It extravaganza on Friday, July 19th, 2024, from 6 to 8 p.m. at Mill Pond Park. The department will charge $25 per ride in advance for the first hour to avoid line disruption.
Any discussion on that? All in favor?
I,
Opposed? Motion passes. CRPA Entertainment Showcase that.
Silos.
Oh, Silos, that was a Freudian slip. Silos, Parks and, the Parks and Grounds.
Yeah, so I gave you an email chain from Joseph, who's the facilities director. I kind of got wings from it. And there's two silos. First of all, in my opinion, I believe this board has the authority over parkland and center greens and things like that, municipal parking. And we didn't know too much about the silos coming down in the building of a new parks garage. So just to cover myself, and you know how there's neighbors that are around the parks garage and stuff. I don't want to upset anybody and I don't want to take the wrath of if there's people that are upset by it. So I just bring it to your attention. So that if you're at ShopRite and someone comes to you, hey, what are you doing taking the silos down? I want you to know, I want to be fully transparent and that's it.
Do those silos have any historical value?
It says in his email they don't, but I don't know that.
There is no Roger Dodger ones?
I don't know,
Eddie
they're
Farm?
forever, but I don't know what forever really means.
Yeah,
Imagine they're part of Eddie Farm before the cows
Yeah,
died.
oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
yeah, I'm sure that they were. Yeah.
So during this whole process, will there be a representative of the Parks Department on the building committee or discussions with the building committee, or won't there be a building committee? It'll just be done in-house, no public committee.
I can tell you that I kind of pushed my way into a meeting on Friday to meet. I heard the architect was going with Joe to the place for a walkthrough and all that. And I can tell you that I met with our staff ahead of time and put up a 2-page typed suggestions of what I would like to see in the garage. I've built several garages in New Britain, so I'm kind of familiar with the gig. And I really don't know the answers. It seems like, I don't know. I haven't read
It
it.
says no in this letter. It says, I do not seek resident input when
right.
maintaining,
Yeah.
managing, or improving town's infrastructure.
Unless it's required by the charter.
Well, it sort of could be required by the charter. It says along the way here, there is a sentence in there, public grounds, and that is public grounds.
Correct.
I guess as long as you feel comfortable that you will be part of the loop, as opposed to how hard it was to be part of the loop doing the community center. I guess we could, let's see what happens. If the board needs to make a comment going forward, we always can, right?
Yeah, I think it leaves it wide open. I just didn't want you guys to get shocked, if they do an environmental study and if there's asbestos in there and we know there's oil tanks. There potentially, there's some, there could be some Facebook fallout is what I would call it, right? And although we don't manage by Facebook, I think we would be poor if we didn't look at Facebook to figure out what the community wants and doesn't want. So, for what that's worth, I brought it here not to cause any trouble.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure this board knows what's going on in case someone comes to you. It's my responsibility to inform you. I show you things, I tell you bridges, I tell you Connex boxes, I tell you scoreboards, I tell you any major thing that goes on in the park system, so you're aware of it. And maintenance, general maintenance, I do not tell you. Like if we have a vandalism, a door breaks or somebody breaks the slide, I don't usually bring that to your attention. But major things like silos in parks garages, pools I would, garages I would. So that's it. I only bring it to you so I cover myself and cover yourself. I see that as my job. So
I find it kind of odd that he's not, for inclusion of the Parks Department, but in the last paragraph, it says, we agree the areas of responsibility for performing and paying for this work are very ambiguous. So he wants money from the Parks Department, but he doesn't want input from the Parks Department.
That doesn't make.
That's kind of crappy.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair. I think there should be some,
Some say.
Say.
that you should have a say in the project if they're gonna look for money.
And it's kind of snippy.
And
Yeah,
it's kind of snippy that the residents don't have any input on any of this either.
We gotta find something that's historical.
It's definitely toned down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You take the silos down, it's gonna be a lot of people gonna be happy.
yeah.
What's the plan right now?
Maybe-
Besides this letter, like, what is his plan? Does he have a plan yet, or is just? It was a thought.
Oh, no, he's got an environmental company coming to,
They came,
They came.
They
They
came. All right.
April 30th.
I would, I'm not gonna make it, I'm not gonna talk for him and I'm not gonna make an assumption because I don't want to get into any beefs, but,
I'm interested to know how he's gonna take those silos down too, because there's a lot of farmers out there that don't take their silos down because it is costly, it's dangerous.
Especially if they're,
And then you got companies that buy them and restore them.
too.
I think those are.
Yeah, they do.
Those are concrete.
Yeah, it wouldn't be asbestos in it.
we see him on Willard Avenue.
No,
those cells are concrete.
I think so. They look like it from a distance. I mean.
Most likely cinder block of some sort, and then some sort of cement over the top.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're so.
Well, so I guess then what we're saying is, at this point, you've given your list of what you feel is necessary to be included, your staff and yourself to be included in any new, I'm assuming it's new construction. They're not gonna remodel what's there, right? If they're talking about tearing out the silos, I can't believe they're.
I think the silos were gonna give them more space to build a garage or to build parking. So, the funny part is that, what the funniest part I find is Mike Fortuna from TLB Architects is the one that got the bid to design the garage. And he's our pool guy. So that kind of was funny, but nonetheless.
Maybe we can put the pool over there.
Well, that's what I said, yeah, dig a hole there. But I think his recommendations in the next couple months will be renovate this part, build new here, knock this down, keep this, don't do that. I think is what Joe's looking for, but I never saw the bids that went out, the specifications of what the bids were asking for.
So,
But he's coming looking for money. This makes
It
sense.
doesn't make a lot of sense.
Right, it
Like,
doesn't make sense that he's
if you're gonna build a school or remodel a school, you have people involved that are the end users, so to speak. Like how would you not involve?
I don't see where you're gonna come from money from you. Where are you gonna get the money?
Yeah, nowhere.
I think that's the statement in utility. It would have to be in your capital budget, right?
And I think, wouldn't it have to go to referendum?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's gonna be way over $1 million,
Yeah,
so.
Unless you're just talking about remodeling.
And it's kind of weird not to invite the Parks Board because you guys would be the ones advocating for the referendum.
Right.
So.
Well, he sounds like he doesn't want anybody involved. He's just gonna make the final decision.
At least
But he
somebody in your
wants money
staff should
from-
be involved.
He wants just money out of your budget.
At least.
Yeah, that's a good
I
point.
know.
All right, so I know this is sensitive.
Yeah.
I know you're not looking for a battle.
No.
So does the board feel comfortable seeing what proceeds in a month or 2 months? Because he's gonna have to, at some point, he's gonna have to show it to somebody. And hopefully it's you. Or can we request it?
Why can't we request him to come to a meeting to show us?
For the results and
Yeah.
the testing.
Because he shouldn't have carte blanche to do whatever.
No,
I asked him, who told you to do this?
No one.
And he kind of responded,
so he's spending money on something nobody's asking him to take care of.
Mike Fortuna probably said, hey, I got a good idea.
Yeah.
These silos, they gotta go.
All right,
No, we want to use
so
it for changing.
how about this?
over here.
and they're higher, so we could put the solar on them.
That's cemetery space.
Could we, as a board, ask or request what the procedures would be?
What's the plan?
What's the plan? In other words, we plan on doing this and it's gonna include this and it's gonna take this sort of a time frame. That's not,
In a polite way, ask for, what's your plan? What are you thinking? Can you keep us abreast of
Yeah.
what's going on?
But if it comes from the board, it takes you out of
Right,
it.
yeah,
Right.
that's nice. Keep me out of it.
Yeah, because we should be knowing what he's doing with it.
so,
Because what if we say no afterwards?
I don't know, well, that's the question, can we say no?
What if the charter says that he can't do it on his
Well,
own?
if we're having to pay for it, I would certainly think we could say.
I think you'd have a say, yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so let's request what the plan is and see what he says. How's it gonna take place? When's it gonna take place? What's it gonna include? And that's not an unreasonable request.
And keep you in.
Keep us in the loop.
I think that's fair.
Do we want him to come to a meeting, or just do this in writing, or what's the best?
No,
way?
I think you should come to a meeting and explain it all. Yeah.
I don't know.
Once he has a plan, maybe.
Maybe at the appropriate time.
Yeah,
You might not have anything to say at the next meeting or whatever.
No, but
No, but Mike
before any
might-
work is,
Or maybe-
any,
if he doesn't wanna come, maybe Fortuna will come. He loves to come to our meetings.
Yeah.
Done to enough of them.
Do you have that, Melissa?
Yeah, are we doing that do we do a motion for it?
I think you do a motion, yeah, and then you would ask the Parks and Recreation staff to send a letter to,
on behalf of the board.
on behalf of the board, to Joe. Maybe carbon copy to town manager, acting town manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, to keep everyone in the loop.
Yeah.
That's fair, it's transparent.
Second.
Who makes the motion?
Last time I think-
I'll make a motion, write a letter. What Phil said.
Second. Thank you.
And all set? All in favor? Opposed? All right, that was
Enlightenment.
yeah. Bill, CRP, this is a happier one.
Yeah.
CRPA Entertainment Showcase at the Morrison Community Center, Friday, February 14th, 2025. Not Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so it was a big success to do the first one with CRPA. We had a few hurdles we jumped over and got through. We think it'll be easier next time. They came to us and said, hey, do you want to do it again? We upped the price from, I think, $3,800 to $4,200 to rent the facility. Because we assume that the union scale rates and there's gonna be increases in salaries and stuff. And so I wanted to bring it in front of you. I also had a conversation Saturday with the acting town manager to inform her if she was okay with it, and she was, and I put it in writing to her, and she responded back, yes. But I put in my email that I assume you're not gonna be in the position next February, but I wanna show the next town manager that I did my thorough due diligence to make sure we got everybody's permissions. So we do it on a Friday of school vacation so that the transition academy and the preschool is out because of vacation. And on Fridays, it's half day in this town hall, so we bother less people and there's more parking available. So there's reasons why we do it on that Friday. But if you guys, it's a moneymaker for us, it's great, and it was like 71 bands and entertainers were here, and it was a big hit.
Well, it was certainly successful the last time, so every reason to suspect it will be equally successful this time. So you need a motion, right? We leave off. Bill?
I move to approve the Connecticut Recreation and Parks Association to host the entertainment showcase at Mortensen Community Center Friday, February 14th, 2025.
Second.
Second by Ed. Any discussion? Nothing? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Bill reports, Chamber of Commerce Awards Dinner, Tuesday, May 21st, 2020.
That's the big award winner, Don Woods, for volunteer of the year.
Not that bad, so we didn't have the.
He's crying with happy tears.
So we're wishing you the best.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Memorial Day Parade, Saturday, May 25th, 2024 at 10 a.m. Board members marching.
So to my knowledge, I believe Eileen and Tim are gonna march And we have a golf cart, we have a float, and we have the train. And in the train will be the preschool kids from our programs. And we're gonna hand out 500 coupons for free ice cream at the end of the parade at our outdoor snack shack. So it'll be a fun night, fun day. And we are also setting up all the tents, the chairs and the podiums and all that for the ceremony that's held in the library side of the town hall where there's a monument there.
We meeting at the church again?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
We're meeting here at 9. and
Yeah.
Our staff.
Okay.
Creative playtime preschool graduation, Wednesday, June 5th, 2024 at 6 P.M. in the Morton Community Center Gymnasium.
Yeah, it's our graduation. I don't know how many 11, 12 kids are graduating that are 5. And they have caps and gowns. If you want to see something really nice, come to it. At our staff meeting today, 140 people are pre-registered. So parents, grandparents, everybody comes. It's quite nice, and everyone gets free ice cream and I think popcorn and stuff like that. So it's a fun night, and it's only an hour and a half, 2 hours, and they sing songs and thank their parents and grandparents for raising them. It's the funniest darn thing in the world. Oh, and Nancy's doing the yearbooks for the kids, the 5-year-old.
Oh,
And they have pictures and they get backdrops and, oh gosh, she did a wonderful job. And it was professionally bound kind of thing, so.
Special events at Mill Pond Park, June 13th and 14th.
Pretty well set. Hadil's here. I don't know. Hadil, you want to say anything about the special events?
Yeah, so it's the same ones as previous years. Newington goes country on Thursday and food truck Friday. I know I talked to Nancy today. The food truck list has a waiting list already, so it's gonna be really fun. Yeah, so we're just praying for good weather, and I know Facebook has already like about 3,000 people interested already for each night. So I think it'll be a great turnout and another fun town event.
Our first year, I think Billy de Blasio made me do Food Truck Friday. And literally during COVID, it was food truck singular. That's all we had. So now we were at 22 food trucks in a waiting list. So that's really exciting. And we have great bands. North County Band is a country band, and Mass Confusion is a pretty popular band that draws a crowd. They'll be Friday. So yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, but we will, because we got a lot of complaints last year about the list for the food trucks. We will be posting a list too, so people know what to expect for food
Yeah.
this year.
Oh, God forbid that people have to come here and look at all the trucks.
I know.
And look, the beer and wine, we also have the live animal petting zoo as opposed to a dead animal petting zoo.
Good.
And we also have fair of the horses coming from Nate Sauter. And also we have a hula hoop lady Friday night. She's gonna do hula hooping with 2 staff members and all the kids. We've got the Creative Playtime Fun Zone. And we have Sammy, you want to tell them
So like a country saloon theme backdrop, we're gonna set up like a photo booth with props, cowboy hats, bandanas, mustaches, things you can hold up. So that'll be new for this year.
So we got a lot of little fun things, and we got the cornhole. We have, I think, 30 adult teams playing cornhole every Thursday night. It's crazy, things are booming.
We did my son's school did the hula hoop lady. She's awesome.
Yeah.
She's got a ton of energy.
Yeah,
She's really cool.
and it's gonna be fun. Yeah, so it's good. And like everything that we did, we have sponsors for, so it's really, really nice. It's working rather well. The formula we have now is working, so that's good.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Newington Youth Soccer Tournament, June 15th and 16th.
I believe there are over 100 teams coming from all over New England, mostly Connecticut, but some out of state. And we make 13 soccer fields, and it'll be a fun event, fun time. And our park guys, kudos to them. They do a wonderful job setting up.
Youth lacrosse tournament,
2 weeks later, we come back with 55 teams from more across the Northeast. We're dealing with a lady from Colorado who puts these on all over the country. And it's gonna be nice. It's a boys 8th grade and under lacrosse tournament. They've got food trucks and things, same kind of concept. But we're becoming popular by these larger organizations that know they can work with us and it's an easy event for them to pull off and it seems to be working.
I just want to say that they used to hold the state soccer youth championships right at the high school. Now they're at Farmington, I believe, and have been for quite a while. That's more political reasons. But also, I think they do a lot of that during Father's Day weekend when the tournament is.
Yeah.
But it is definitely a prized possession of this town to have those fields all in the, one location.
Oh, and just so you know, we are renovating the Chester concession stand. We're gonna put a new roll-up window on the other side. The soccer people, the parents that volunteer wanted to see their kids playing at the same time there's volunteering, so we made a little arrangements to make that happen, and I believe I'm told it's gonna be done by the weekend, so that'd be nice.
Well, I was talking to somebody last night and they were saying they were thinking about changing the name of that concession stand. I would just check to be sure there aren't any relative of Chester's hanging around. I don't think so. I think they probably have passed, but
Yeah, I don't know.
we'll see.
Yeah, he a couple of years back when I was running the club, I reached out and I think I wouldn't be surprised. I think his daughter's like really high up at Google or something.
She is.
Yeah, and they told the story about how he would kind of come over
Oh,
to
yeah.
the snack shop.
All the time. She would come and watch those games and
Yeah, and so when I sort of heard that history, I didn't want to,
Why would you touch it?
I don't think it should be changed.
No,
Just personally.
no,
I think this board would be the ones that would do it, so.
yeah. He's good.
Pardon my ignorance, but who's Chester?
Chester he lived across the street from high school and he was an old guy who used to just come with his chair and park and watch the games and cheer for all the kids and he knew all the kids and he knew their names and he didn't have any, he had one daughter who was not an athlete, but he just loved soccer. I'm being polite, come on.
So it's a Chester concession stand at the high school, that's what they call
Chester
it.
Paladowski. He's,
Never knew that.
yeah.
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 He said every day. You learn something.
Yeah.
That, the information you don't really need. Don't really need it.
Life beyond extravaganza, did we do that?
Yeah, no, just, things are going along well, the bands are booked, the stage is all set, the Happy Heroes wine and beer. Every event, we got the beer, BYOC again, bring your own cheese and you get a free glass of wine Thursday night. We got the ice cream Sundays on Wednesday. Friday is the craft beer and cocktails, and then Saturday would be the fireworks, so, everything's locked in nicely and we have lots of sponsorships and, if I think we're in pretty good shape if everything goes right. The only thing we're struggling a little bit with is insurance. This special event insurance and liquor insurance, I think it's a tricky business. And the company that did it last year doesn't want to do it this year, so they're reaching out to other insurance companies.
Have we ever had any claims?
No. That's not,
I should have asked.
not to my knowledge. Well, yeah, not to my knowledge at all. And for sure, not 9 years, but I don't remember even back in the 81 days.
Does that affect that TULO thing that people that rent the facilities or?
No, it's kind of like that insurance, but it's on a broader scale for the town.
Well, pray for no rain.
Right, yeah, if we get no rain, we're ready to go.
Eagle Park update.
Eagle Park, we have a couple additional things going on. I talked to Ryan Cook today, this afternoon, and he plans on trying to get end of May, beginning of June, get cornhole, paper bricks set up. As soon as the cornhole, concrete things get delivered, they'll put them in. We're gonna do 2 new basketball poles, 2 new basketball backboards and rims. We'll fix that up nicely for that, and then we will also add, a giant life-size chess and checker, 12 feet by 12 feet concrete slab. And our park guys are gonna paint the checkerboards and the chessboard on it. And we've got these plastic things, they're about this tall, pretty nice, it's gonna be fun. So Eagle Park and the handicap, kudos to the highway department, they did the handicap space for me, paved it. And our park guys are doing 9 giant self-watering flower pots and fill them with flowers. So it's gonna be nice at all the entrances of Eagle Park. It'll look pretty finished, pretty nice. I'd say by the end of June. Excuse me.
State grant playground funding.
Okay, so I saw some stuff on Facebook, but just to be clear, I'm not pulling the wool over anyone's eyes, you know, where we got $400,000 from CIP, the town, to build Seymour Park was the next handicap accessible playground. And then, but we had a chance to work with our legislators to get 400,000, and we were gonna divide it up, 200,000 to Seymour, 200,000 to Candlewood Park. Add Candlewood Park to it, so the town saves $400,000 of taxpayers' money. And we get 2 playgrounds instead of 1 in 1 year, if that happens. And it might still, there's some talk that it still might happen. Just to keep everyone in the loop, but we are moving forward with Seymour no matter what, because the town did commit to it. So that will be nice. It takes 7 months now because of the metal and all the other stuff that when you order things, it takes 7 months to get metal products. So we won't get it until March. It'll be just like Eagle Park. We'll do the work in the winter. It's a light winter, and then put it together and rubberize it as soon as April comes, when the weather turns 55 degrees. And Seymour Park will have a facelift that will look really nice.
So is that state grant money something the town is holding on to, or is it something that would be coming from? You know, do we have the money and that we just need to divide that up and figure out where it's?
No, we don't have the money yet. The governor has not
So it's
appropriated.
coming from the government. I
Yeah,
got you.
yep.
Okay.
In this fiscal year? As far as you know?
I'm thinking in the next month or so. Yeah. That's what I think.
Yeah, because they have a whole pot of money that
Yeah.
they spend.
Yeah. Maybe they could spend it on.
Yeah.
Right.
Never know.
I don't know what the problem.
Gaga ball pit.
Yeah, we just purchased a inflatable portable Gaga pit, and it's a hexagon about this waist ball. Oh, you do? Yeah, perfect. And it's got the Newington High School colors, and you put 25 people in there, and you have this ball, softball, and you can hit it with your open hand. And you have to hit someone below the waist, and if you get hit, you gotta get out.
It's like dodgeball.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
One of these days.
All right, well, it'll be a team building program.
How big is it?
Ed walks out talking at higher length. Yeah,
How
so
big is it?
it's very big, yeah.
30 feet across.
Oh, not bigger than it looks.
Yeah,
They said like 25
There's
feet.
a-
I'm like, that'd be like-
it was pretty darn big when we set it up in the gym. I was surprised. I said, holy cow, this thing's gigantic.
So who would use this? First, I was thinking my 2.5-year-old twins would love this, but and when you say dodgeball,
Older kids.
so is it high school kids or?
It could be high school, it could be adults, it could be middle school. Yeah, but you'd have to, obviously you'd keep them in the same age bracket. So you'd say, okay, middle school kids, you wanna come in, jump in there and play, or at summer camp, at Adil's thing at Churchill, all homogenized kind of group of people.
Okay, go Gaga.
And we're working on a sponsor, we're trying to get one, so we'll see. Yeah.
Why do they call it Gaga? Just out of.
I have no idea. It's just like corn. Oh, yeah. Is
I
it?
have
It's in
that
the
after
packet.
this.
Oh, you have it after this?
You do?
Okay, so next is Saputo Scoreboard Grand Opening at Clem Lemire Recreational Complex, Saturday, May 18th, 2024.
Yep, thanks for those who came. It was wonderful. Saputo's brought maybe 12 people from their plants, and a gentleman that's now the new boss from Tennessee came up. Martin, and then Christian is the guy that lives in Newington. He's our main contact, but just complete gratitude to Saputo's for anybody that gives you $50,000. It's pretty impressive. Gets the scoreboard and 3 sets of bleachers. And we took some extra $800 from the Saputo thing and upon their request, and we brought our sponsors of the food companies. So Tropical Smoothie, Rockin' Chicken, Jersey Mike's, and Elm Hill Pizza, gave them $200 each. They gave us $200 worth of food, and we had free food we made Saputo's ice cream, 300 ice creams, and we made 300 popcorns, and we had a DJ, and it was a fun time. So everybody seemed to be happy. And if for those of you who don't know, my first year here, 9 years ago, Saputo's gave me $25,000 for that outdoor exercise equipment at Mill. So, they've been a great friend of Parks and Rec for a long, long time, and they also give us free liquid ice cream when we need it. So it's been a great thing.
Okay.
I added something down, I have it here, that's not in your
Oh,
packet.
okay. Home. Yeah, the home thing.
Yeah, so just about a month ago or so, maybe, I don't know, whatever, a lady called me and did an interview from Washington DC. And she was zeroing in on Newington for homes.com and recognized that we have a hot seller's market and buyer's market. So she interviewed me and I think we got some nice press for Newington.
Yeah, there was a link on.
Yeah, I saw that.
Nice, yeah. Okay, Facebook Live, Saputo Scoreboard, grand opening at Butler Recreation Complex.
This was unbelievable. It got 4,900 hits. 4,900 people saw this within a couple days.
I clicked it twice.
Oh, you did? 3,898.
Thousand now, Bill, because of that.
There goes all our
Hello,
stats.
everybody. My name is Bill DeMayo, and I'm the superintendent of the Newington Parks and Recreation Department. And we're standing out here at beautiful Clem Lemire Park, the sports complex, and we're specifically at the stadium where we just put in a new field turf less than a year ago, and everybody uses it. Every kid, every adult. We have field hockey and soccer and football and lacrosse and adult frisbee. You name it, we do it here at Clem Lemire, and it's just unbelievable. But what's really special about today is we've got a DJ, we've got entertainment, we've got free food from all our sponsors right here, especially Saputo's. And I'm sitting here with two of my newest, closest friends. This is Martin, who heads up the plant at Saputo's on Fenn Road, and Christian, who works there for many years. And these guys were instrumental at bringing a generous, gigantic donation to the town of Newington Parks and Recreation Department. They gave us over $50,000 to put up that brand new scoreboard to complete this whole project. And then on that side, they let us buy 3 sets of bleachers that was so desperately needed instead of people sitting on the grass in the wet grass and all that watching their kids play. So let me introduce to you, this is Martin right here, the plant manager. He's all the way from Tennessee. Martin, thanks so much for your help.
Thank you for having us here today, inviting us for cutting the ribbon and give something back to the community. We are happy to be here, enjoying some good food, music, and ice cream.
Yeah, the best ice cream in the world. We made over 300 of them. Everything is free to all the kids and the parents that are here and the elected and appointed officials. Also, we got Christian. He lives right here in Newington, works at the plant. I think you have kids that play here, right?
Yes, I do. I have a high schooler, and it's a pleasure for me to be here and be part of the community that I lived in, and I have kids playing in town. And it's just a pleasure. And
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, these guys, this isn't a one-time deal. 9 years ago when I got here, we made friends, and they donated $25,000 for all of you that use the outdoor exercise equipment at Mill Pond Park. Well, these guys donated that too. And then all the kids and on ice cream Sundays on Wednesday, and all the ice cream Sundays that you've ever gotten from the concession stand at Mill Pond, and the free ice cream to the kids at playgrounds, and to our summer program, and the senior citizens party in the summer at the pool. It's all Saputo's. So I'm so personally appreciative, but on behalf of the Parks and Recreation Board, the Mayor Trister, the Town Council, everybody that's involved, we're so appreciative. And I just want to shake your hand and thank you so much for all your help and your generosity. This is the Saputo family right here. They also brought about 12 or 15 other people here in the background. They didn't get their names on camera, but that's okay. They know what the good stuff they're doing. And my name is Bill DeMayo, Parks and Recreation Superintendent. I'm so happy to be here. I'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Perfect. I think that.
We did another video that'll come out in June on the ABI force, just to give you a heads up. That new piece of equipment that's laser graded, it is just, I think Mike Phelps talked about it in his letter. it's unbelievable. This thing is a game changer for us. We were out playing with the guys and our guys are happy. It saves time and money. And it is you put this laser tripod over second base. It sends a laser message to the machine on a laser stick and it keeps like say you want a pitch of 0.03, it'll do 0.03 from the mound out. So the surface water drains to the sides. It's really something that we are getting into some high tech stuff. And we got the automatic paint machine. Now we got this laser grader and it's really nice. We dug a 300-foot trench to put electricity in to put the new scoreboard for Elmer Mortensen in at Clem Lemire. They brought the ABI force out there. And instead of guys raking by hand all the way 300 feet, the thing went, and it just leveled everything automatically. The blade moves automatically. And then on the back of it, it's got these tines, so it prepares this grass seed bed for us. So we just drop grass seed on it. And it's done. It's a game changer. Right? You know what I'm talking about. I think you've probably seen it. They're unbelievable. They're unbelievable. It's a machine that's something worth its weight in gold. So that's that. Anything else, Sam? Is that it?
Yeah, just comments by the board. Anybody have anything? I just want to say one thing. I did go to the grand opening of the Clem Lemire event. If you haven't seen that field since it's been redone, I'm sure Phil's probably seen it.
Yeah,
Really, it is
on soccer right now.
very impressive. Very impressive. You know, the scoreboard itself, I mean, we are definitely 21st century at that facility right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The letters of Newington in each corner, one on this side and one on the other side. There's the letters that spell out Newington are 18 feet tall, each letter, and 75 feet long. So, I mean, you could be up in a plane and see that thing. It's unbelievable.
But yeah, I mean, it's so fresh looking because it is. How old is it now? Maybe a few months? A year? Not a year.
A little less than a year. Yeah, 9 months.
Something like that. Looks very nice.
Yeah.
Did they do any speakers, Bill, for the scoreboard? Like, because we used to always hang those speakers.
Oh,
on
we
the
have a
pole.
brand new, we have a $10,000 sound system there.
Included in the scoreboard or?
No, we have a brand new sound system. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's nice.
So, anything else? No? Somebody want to make a motion to adjourn? Move to adjourn?
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, probably good.